It's hard to believe it's week 4 of the NFL football season. It's been a wild ride. The Chiefs have been bailed out by the refs not once, not twice, but 3 times this year.
Depends
Um,
who you ask.
yeah, that's fair. It's very, very fair. So the Chiefs remain undefeated thanks to the refs. I think we're there. I heard that they're going to change the referee to they're going to put red stripes on them. It's going to be great. So yeah, there you go. The Chiefs probably go undefeated this year because they get to 15 and 16 and 0, and then they just make them win the last one. So, but other than that, I think it's been a great NFL season. Too bad the Falcons couldn't pull it off, but when you're playing against the Chiefs and the refs, it's kind of hard to win that game.
Yep. Little arrowhead on there. Best.
Yeah, and the surprise of the year, Sam Darnold's lighting it up. Got to give the Vikings credit. They're 3-0. Like, what the heck? They're doing well. The Saints are doing well, even though they lost. Yeah, Carolina finally got a win.
Just had to put a regular quarterback in there.
Yeah, and I think Andy
Somebody-
Dalton. I think they paid him already too. I don't know. That might be
Yeah.
fake news, but I saw that before I popped on. $300 and something million contract or something like that.
Yeah.
That's
Plus, they got to play the Raiders, so
yeah, exactly.
But they're gonna go 2-2. So yeah, it's been wild, wild,
there-
wild start to the NFL football season.
Is there any good college games this weekend besides
Bama,
Alabama,
Georgia.
Georgia, Alabama?
Yeah.
Illinois is doing pretty well. I
Who?
don't know. Illinois. I don't know who they're playing, but they're undefeated.
Iowa State, Houston.
Exactly. That's right. Oklahoma State, K-State. That'll be a good one.
Illinois.
Notre Dame and Louisville.
Yeah, Illinois I think is rated like 20 something. I think.
Yeah.
What about the big college news? The UNLV quarterback just leaving the team because of an NIL deal.
Yep. Do we get any specifics on what it was he was promised and didn't get? Because all I know is
I think he was saying that his coaches said he was going to get 100,000, and
yeah.
I guess they found out they're not going to do that for him.
Illinois plays at Penn State.
Yeah. I mean, if they promised and it ain't paying, then he might as well, I guess. It's
Yeah.
the reality we live in nowadays with NIL. So he's not going to the NFL, so he's just trying to make as much money as he can.
That probably was his NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah. UNLV, pony up, boys, if you want to win games. Back the Brinks truck up. Just like Iowa, just paying for that guy. What did they pay? 100 grand for him, and he walked away without playing for him. What was that guy's name? I can't remember now.
Tim would know.
Yeah,
Caden Proctor.
Or Caden Proctor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's fine.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
You go back to Alabama.
Yeah. Yep. He
Oh, that big offensive guard.
He swindled the swarm. He swindled the swarm.
He's a crook.
Mm-hmm. I mean, get it in writing.
Yeah.
Nope.
What about Nate's Colorado?
They won.
Barely.
Yeah, they won. They won in overtime. That was wild. They won. So there you go. They're 2-1.
Yeah, Colorado's
the world.
ass.
I think Colorado's 3-1.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me. 3-1. My apologies.
They only need 3 more wins for a bowl game.
Yeah. I think they only need 2 more wins to beat last year because they were 4-8 last year, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, they couldn't beat Arizona State last year.
They couldn't beat Colorado State last year. Oh no, they did, but
They
barely,
did,
right? Yeah.
Barely.
They barely was like double overtime or something.
Mm-hmm.
They got Central Florida, Kansas State, Arizona, Cincinnati, Texas Tech, Utah, Kansas, and Oklahoma State.
Yeah, they'll probably beat Central Florida.
They'll beat Central Florida.
That might be it.
I don't know. They'll need 2 more wins.
Yeah.
Cincinnati's home. I think that's a win. And then
Yeah, they could maybe beat Cincy. Yeah, I don't know.
They'll probably be. I'm gonna
And
say
maybe
they'll beat.
Kansas.
I'll
They
say they
could
beat
beat
Oklahoma
Kansas.
State.
Kansas is down again, so they could beat Kansas too.
Who
Next,
was the top team in the Big 12 this year?
Oh, Iowa State.
Utah.
No, it's Utah and Iowa State.
Utah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Utah. Utah.
And then
Yep.
Yeah.
Iowa State's got to play them. Iowa State plays Utah and Kansas State last 2 games. That'll be big. Iowa State might be
Hmm.
undefeated going into those last games because we have a pretty weak schedule until the last 2 weeks. Like our
Well,
toughest game is Baylor, I
I'm
think.
gonna look at our schedule.
Yeah. Baylor's probably the toughest game
And Colorado beat.
until Utah. So it's Houston.
That would suck to play
Houston-
Utah and then play them
Houston's
Houston,
again.
Baylor, West
Ottawa.
Virginia, Central Florida,
Yep.
Texas Tech, Kansas, which I mean,
Yeah.
Iowa State, Kansas, the past few years have been in all field goal battles.
Yeah, but Kansas is not good this year.
Cincinnati, and then like you said, Travis, Utah, Kansas State.
Yep. Yep. It's Big 12. It's gonna come down to those
I
two
mean,
games.
I could see us losing at Kansas State just because we always do,
Yeah.
or Kansas. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, is
But-
it at Kansas?
yeah.
Nah.
Is Texas Tech home or is that in Lubbock?
Texas Tech is in Ames, Iowa.
Ames, Iowa.
Oh.
No. Is that a Halloween weekend or first weekend in November?
First Saturday in November.
Yeah.
They got another bye week. No Halloween.
Oh
weekend.
yeah, that's right. I knew there was a bye somewhere in there, but let's go. Let's go, clones.
And Iowa Hawkeyes are on a bye after winning the Floyd of Rosedale.
Yep.
And
They
then
gotta prep for
it's at the Ohio State
Yeah.
University Buckeyes.
they bye week to prep their bone holes for the for what's gonna happen to them in Columbus at the shoe.
And it's gonna be the upset of the year right there. I was gonna win.
Yeah, let's
Tim?
stop taking
Hey,
drugs.
I'm not gonna go that crazy, but I just hope for a good game.
Yeah.
Hey, the way we played in the second half, boy, Minnesota just really just shit the crapper on that second half there. So
Minnesota's garbage. Sorry.
all those fans,
I thought they could do it last week, so I'm not gonna talk too much. I thought they could win, but they're trash. Fire PJ Fleck. Let's go.
there's only one good team, Minnesota, right, Travis?
That's right. Skull.
The power
Hey.
trip.
It ain't the Twins, all right. It ain't the Twins.
Twins will be the best team to not make the playoffs in baseball.
No, they won't. They've been absolute.
What about the
garbage the
Diamondbacks?
last 2 months.
They're gonna make it.
So,
Are you sure?
Well, the Padres clinched a wild card last night.
Yeah.
The Braves series got postponed to next
Yeah,
week.
because of the rainstorm. They were talking about that today. They're like, "Oh, they should move the Braves Mets game to Cincinnati because the Reds are like on the road or something." And they're like, because basically the Mets just have to show up and do their due diligence for the Braves because the Braves are trying to fight for a wild card, and the Mets already clinched a wild card.
Yep. Oh well. Back to football. Who cares about baseball?
Yeah, exactly.
I do.
I do.
Let's get into
Okay.
these games, all right, Will?
Okay, we'll get into it. Tomorrow night, Amazon Prime only. Two divisional rivals that hate each other.
Mm-hmm.
America's team, Cowboys versus Dan Jones and the Giants.
Yep. I'm going the Giants. Let's go. I want the Cowboys to just get embarrassed again. So let's go. Let's go Giants. I'm gonna pick them to win. I'm gonna pick them to win by a field goal. 34-31. Nah, that's all right. Let's wait to it. Let's go 20 or 30-27. Sorry. There we go. So 30-27 Giants. Embarrassing the old Cowboys.
Yeah.
Mike McCarthy's getting fired midway through the season. Mike Zimmer will be the head coach, or until Bill Belichick comes in and takes over.
Mike Zimmer's defense stinks.
Yeah, I know. He'll be the head coach for like a
Yeah,
week.
no.
He'll be the head coach for like a week after McCarthy gets fired until Bill Belichick gets in there.
Yeah,
Bill Belichick to the Cowboys.
new dynasty.
Yeah.
Gonna come back and get another dynasty. I don't. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Giants. But I'm gonna take them by 7. I don't know. I really like to see the Cowboys win, but it's too funny to watch them lose. So I'm gonna take them by 7.
I don't think the news networks and sports will actually can comprehend another Dallas loss. So it's gonna be a Dallas win here.
What? What's up? When are you gonna go for the Cowboy loss?
There.
Swerve. What a swerve.
It's possible that the NFL just makes the refs make the Cowboys win.
Yeah, give me good old hankies.
I just think it's I don't really trust the Giants haven't really had the good running game. They got old fumbling running backs. I mean, that's like the only thing that Dallas can't do is stop the run. I mean, they have one good receiver, so and Neighbors, and they have no tight ends. So
Mike Neighbors is a stud.
Yeah,
he's playing good.
Yeah.
Taking Dallas by at least by 10.
Cowboys, they better win for their sake. If they don't, Friday all day on Sports Talk, it'll be Cowboy fans hit the panic button. That's all it's gonna. That's all. Sports Talk all tomorrow is gonna be the Cowboys Giants game. Friday is gonna be the Cowboys Giants game.
Start Trey Lance.
Yeah,
It's not happening.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen, but
CeeDee Lamb was being a baby. He apologized. His agent probably made him apologize.
probably.
Yeah, but yeah, the Giants got a surprising win against the Browns in Cleveland. I was surprised about that.
Yep.
And then the Cowboys lost 2 games at home already. Not looking good for Big D.
Nope.
Yeah, they didn't lose at all at home last year into the playoffs, wasn't it?
Until the Packer playoff game, yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
All right, next nooner game is the Colts and the Steelers. Steelers are 3-0, and the Colts got their first win on Sunday.
Yeah, they did. Against the crappy ass Bears. I'm going Steelers. I like what they're doing. Fields is managing that game for them, letting that defense do what it's doing. They're probably right now they're probably like the second best defense behind the Vikings. So yeah, I like it. I like what they're doing. Anthony, even though the Colts won, I mean, it was ugly still. Anthony Richardson just doesn't look the same as he did like beginning of the year last year before he got hurt. They're still trying to figure things out. You know, they got Jonathan Taylor, they can still run it. But the Steelers are hard to run against. That's what the Chargers found out. So I'm gonna go Steelers win this one. Probably 23-17.
Yeah, this is gonna be their field goal fest here. I don't know if Justin Fields gonna have more than one touchdown, rushing or passing, but the Steelers are gonna get this win because Richardson is probably gonna get eaten up alive by that Steeler defense.
Yeah, I got the Steelers. I think they're gonna win. I like as long as Justin Fields is starting, I got them winning. If they decide to pull a swerve and start what's his face, Russell Wilson, the Colts will win. But yeah, I got the Steelers by 7. I think the Steelers are better than people think. I'm gonna take them by 7.
Russell Wilson sucks.
Yeah. I think that's Fields' job, I think, unless he gets hurt.
I think we just
Yeah,
lost like our 3 viewers.
too. Oh man. Yeah, we are the
They asked Tomlin today. He was like super mad that they asked him the quarterback situation.
what do you expect? So
And then Belichick on Pat McAfee said that the Steelers have the best quarterback situation in the league. I mean, I don't know what he meant by that.
I don't know.
Good problem to have.
Are you saying that the Bills and the Chiefs quarterback situations are worse?
It's what
Is
Bill
that what we're
Belichick said.
saying?
But
We're like,
I'm gonna go
oh man, we
upset.
got two mediocre quarterbacks. We're so great. Like, oh man, who needs Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen when you have these two mediocre ass quarterbacks?
It's what Belichick said.
Yeah, Belichick's.
Anyways, I'm gonna go
out of
upset. I'm
mind.
gonna go Colts. I think the Steelers are due for a loss. I think the Colts need to get driving on offense. Anthony Richardson doesn't have 50% completion yet, but I think he can get there. Yeah, and Russell Wilson sucks. We just lost another viewer.
Yeah. Oh, they hate watch us. All the Russell Wilson fans, they hate watch us. There's all 7 of them out there.
All right, next nooner is a wild card rematch of last year. Buccaneers and the Eagles.
Yeah, Buccaneers surprising loss at home. So I don't know if anybody really saw the Buccaneers getting smoked at home last week. I feel like that's a blip for them. They're gonna come back. Philly, they could have lost that game against New Orleans. That was a close game. New Orleans could have won that, but I think Philly loses this week. It'll be a close one. I think Baker finds his stride again. We'll see. But back-to-back home games. I don't think they're going to lose both of them. I think I'm going to go Tampa Bay wins this one in a close one, 23-20 though. Two pushes.
I'm going to take Philly. They're going to continue to hopefully ride Saquon, and it might give them enough to. I think Baker will bounce back this week, but I just think Saquon's just too good.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Bucks. I like what the Bucks are doing. I don't really have a lot of confidence in the Eagles. I mean, I know they won last week. But yeah, it's gonna be a close one though. I think it's gonna be the Bucks by 3. I think what the Bucks are doing. I got more confidence in them than the Eagles. And I mean, I want Bacon to have a good year. I mean, I think he's playing well, and it'd be nice to see him take him to the playoffs again. So I'm gonna take the Bucks by 3.
I'm gonna go high scoring game. Home team wins. Buccaneers. I think Eagles need to run the ball more because Saquon Barkley is really good in Philly.
Yep.
I know the Giants owner is mad based on the first 10 minutes of Hard Knocks we watched. He really wanted Saquon back, but the GM didn't want to pay him. And the Giants stink. And
fire your GM and fire your head coach and get somebody competent.
And yeah, that was kind of a surprising loss. Broncos beat Buccaneers in Tampa Bay. Kind of a weird loss game for them, but I think they'll.
It's just like an off. I feel like so just one of those games you have. Good teams still have a couple of those where they just aren't. Nothing's clicking for whatever reason. So I don't see them losing back to back at home though.
All right, next nooner is the Battle of the Cats. Panthers got their first win against the 0-3 Bengals.
Yeah, Bengals are not good. Yeah, I mean they did get screwed into against Kansas City, but yeah, man, it's hard. I kind of want to pick Carolina here with old Andy Dalton. I don't know. I think it's gonna be high scoring. Both have not very good defenses. That's kind of the killer of Cincinnati. Their defense is awful. So, I'm gonna go. Since he goes 0-4, I'm gonna pick the Panthers only because Andy Dalton's starting, and I'm gonna say it's 34-31 Carolina shootout.
I'm gonna go against you here, Travis. The Bengals will make the playoffs, and they're a slow starting team. They will be the first team since the 2018 Houston Texans to make the playoffs.
There it is.
And they lost their first 3 and then won 9 in a row. I'm not going to say these guys are going to do it, but yep, this is they had a lot of injuries. Joe Burrow, they're already complaining he's not top 10 quarterback because he's hurt so often, but this guy's good. Carolina, I think that was just they got the Raiders at a great time, and I think Thielen's out, so they got like
Yeah.
one Deontay Johnson. That's about it.
Yeah, Thielen's on IR.
So yeah. So I'm taking the Bengals here. T Hands, we get 1 week stronger. Jamar Chase another week. So Bengals.
I got Carolina by 7. I think they're gonna bounce back. I really do.
What a turnaround of events. A quarterback change. Probably saved Dave Canales' job. Panthers.
Yeah. Getting to play 2 of the worst teams in the league.
Pretty
Back to
much.
back. Back to back.
But yeah, Andy Dalton looked really good, and he plays his old team. I think he's gonna play good again.
No.
Yeah, Bengals defense. Do they have a defense?
Nope. Not really.
Yeah, T. Higgins is slowly coming back for the Bengals. Joe Burrow is actually having a good season, but they just can't win.
Yeah.
Should it be the Chiefs?
I can't stop anybody.
No, they can't.
Hey, these are the only 2 quarterbacks in NFL that have thrown for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns in a game season. Andy Dalton and Joe Burrow, both last week.
Yeah. Yeah. Darnold didn't get to 300. He just threw for 4 tutties.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And Josh Allen.
Mhm.
Yeah. Josh Allen just runs 80 yards every game.
All right, next nooner is an AFC South divisional rivalry. Another 0-3 team versus the Jaguars versus Travis's Houston Texans.
Yep. The old Texans just ran into the old buzzsaw, the Minnesota Vikings. So big bounce back week for them. I look for them to absolutely murder Jacksonville. They're gonna be pissed off about that game. They still have a good defense. This Vikings have one of the best offensive lines in the league. So they have probably their tackles are probably top 2 at their positions, and they couldn't get to Darnold and they got sliced up, but they'll get to Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence will be sacked about 8 times this game. He will throw 3 interceptions, and Houston will roll 34-17 over the old Jacksonville Jaguars. Actually, 34-10. They're going to get smoked.
Yeah, I'm taking Houston here as well. Trevor Lawrence is just not playing good. Travis Etienne, the offense is not connecting at all. Yeah, this team hasn't gotten any better since last season, and they got plenty of talent out there. So CJ Stroud, probably a bounce back game. Kind of struggled against Minnesota. But yeah, it should be a big win for Houston here.
Yeah, I got the Texans. I just don't see the Jaguars winning this at all. Texans by 10.
Texans, they get a bounce back. They're going home. They're gonna probably kill the Jaguars. I seen a thing they said they asked Dougie P if Trevor Lawrence is their quarterback, and he didn't give an answer. It's like that's not good.
Man, I don't think it's even on Trevor. I think their play calling sucks and they can't give him time. But I mean, he's throwing some bad throws too, but I think Trevor Lawrence might need a change of scenery, is what I'm saying.
And the Jaguars are missing their number 1 receiver, Evan Ingram.
True, yep.
He's only caught 1 pass.
Yep. So Texans just ran into that buzzsaw Vikings. That defense, that is sky's better than anybody in the league. So
yeah. Texans, CJ Stroud will have a bounce back game. And Nico Collins is the NFL leading in receiving yards. But yeah, Dougie P should be on the hot seat here in a couple weeks if they don't win.
Mhm.
All right, next snooner is the 1-2 team. They got their first win, but they probably cheated. Versus he's a bad man again. Broncos and Jets. Aaron Rodgers is a bad man.
That's by mile. Yeah, that Jets, or I'm sorry, not that. That Denver win was, it was just super odd. So I don't know what happened, but that's not the Denver team we're gonna see all year. That's for sure. Tampa Bay just looked flat, came out flat. Just let Bo Nix dink and dunk, let them run on them. So this is gonna be in New York. Rodgers is gonna win. Jets are they're feeling a little good. They're not a top team, but they're in that next tier down. They're pretty good. Still got good defense. And Rodgers will not let Denver do what they did to Tampa Bay last week. So I'm gonna go with New York wins this one 27-16 at home.
Yep, Jets should take care of business here. Bo Nix still doesn't have a pass touchdown. So yeah, he may be this weekend. I don't know. But he may score another one, but he'll probably have more turnovers than either of them. So, but Aaron Rodgers is hooking up with his old boy again and Lazard again from his Green Bay days. So it'll be a good thing. And then we're going on to Germany next week. Jets.
Yeah, I got the Jets. I got the Jets by 10. I think they're just way too good. Got Aaron Rodgers. What else do you need?
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers, he's back. Everybody doubted him in that first game against the 49ers. But he's back. And he looks really good.
They'll still lose the big games, but these kind of teams they'll beat up on.
Yeah, I mean, I was just curious. I couldn't remember who the Broncos running back was.
It's
Javante.
yeah, it's a
It's like a
combo. Yeah, it's running back by committee in Denver.
Bo Nix is the leading rusher.
Yeah, probably. So they run a lot with him.
They have 3 offensive touchdowns, and they're all rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, and they were all last week, I think, right? Or no, 2 of them were last week.
Well, Bo Nix
Yeah.
had a rush touchdown against the
Yeah.
Seahawks.
Yeah. 2 of them were last week.
Yeah, they're.
Yeah,
I think they rushed Bo Nix a little bit early, like I said last week. But the greatest coach to ever walk the planet, Sean Payton, might think different.
yeah. Yeah.
Most rookie quarterbacks are basically runners when they come to the NFL. Look, majority of them start.
Ah!
I mean, are
Peyton Manning.
wait, recently, not 20 years ago.
recently.
More like 30.
Settle down there, Will
Yeah.
Mayo Levis.
Yeah, Will Mayo Levis.
Mayo.
Yeah, I don't think Will Levis is a runner. They're Timmy. So there. Eat those.
He can't even run.
Put that in your
before
coffee.
that.
Put that in your coffee, Tim.
All right, next nooner is 2 teams are 1-2. If one of these teams loses, it's 1-3, and you hit the panic button.
Nope.
Tim's Rams versus the Chicago Bears.
Yep, two bad teams. Rams, man, they shouldn't have won that game. Niners blew it. But Niners are also missing like 58 players. All right, we'll give them a little slack. So, but yeah, this one though, the Rams should win. Caleb Williams is trash. The only thing Bears got going for them, they got a fairly decent defense, but Caleb Williams sucks so bad. And he's not the answer. He's a bust. I called it.
He threw a lot of yards in that Colts game.
Well, yeah, the Colts are also one of the worst defenses though in the league. So they're a bottom 10 defense, but he's not going to be good. I called it. He's a bust. He will be a bust. So I'm gonna go with the Rams on the road, winning this one. Just run it. Just give it to Kyron Williams. Let him run. Throw it to him. Let him run. That's all you got to do, and then hit a couple, couple passes to some of the fourth string wide receivers that the Rams are throwing out there. So
Tim knows them all.
yeah, Tyler Johnson, Demarcus Robinson, Tutu Atwell. I don't know if Tutu's playing or not this week. Didn't he get hurt? Or is he back? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that's basically all you gotta do. Stafford's good enough, they'll get a win. So I'm gonna go Rams win this one on the road, 23-20.
Yeah, I wasn't really expecting the Rams to come back after that last week. And once again, 49ers blow their fourth quarter lead. But I think the Rams only won that game only against 49ers. They probably lost against anybody else. But they found a way. So I think they'll find a way against the Bears. Unless Caleb Williams has that game everybody's been talking about. But I don't know. As long as Kyron Williams gets the ball, that's about the only thing really working for the Rams this year so far. So I'm going to take the Rams by 7.
I think the Rams are gonna win a lot bigger than that. I got it by 14. I just don't have any faith in the Bears. It'd be nice to see them do well, but I just don't have any faith.
Yeah, I mean, the Bears were fighting over a football the other day instead of a win. I mean, it's kind of being Roman Dunze and Caleb Williams being babies. But I'm going with Tim's Rams. This is the St. Louis Rams helmet. Old school.
Thanks for the clarification.
We just lost
For
our
our,
one St. Louis
for
fan.
our viewers. But yeah, like Travis said, they just need to run the ball and
Yep.
throw it once in a
Yeah.
while to
Yeah.
Demarcus
Yeah,
Robinson.
if Rams were healthy, this would be a blowout, but they're not healthy yet. So it's gonna be a close game still. So that's just the problem the Rams got going for them.
Yeah, we got to buy in a few weeks. So
You
And
need it.
I don't know his exact record against the Bears in Soldier Field, but I mean Stafford's played there for 10 straight years when he was a
He know-
Lion.
Yeah, he knows.
Yep.
He knows
He
that.
knows Soldier Field at least.
He knows that turf.
All right, and then the last noon game is probably the best noon game
This should be the
For-
Sunday night game.
Yeah, no kidding.
for our producer and Travis.
That's right.
Travis's Vikings undefeated against Nate's Packers at Lambeau Field, arch rival, division rivals.
Yep. Yeah, easy win for the Vikings this weekend. So it's nice to get a mark a freebie on the calendar every once in a while. So
Vikings Super Bowl tickets.
Yep. So best team in all the land. Sam Darnold, second coming of Jesus. Yeah, Vikings defense is better than the 85 Bears. What can we say? I mean, they're just monsters. They're just they just destroy people. That's all they do. So you can't tell what they'll show up. They'll look like they're in man. They'll go to zone. They'll look like they're in zone. They go to man. Like as soon as the ball snap, you don't know. They play safeties in corner spots. They play corners and safety spots. They play safeties at linebackers. They play linebackers at edge rushers. You can't tell. Every plays on the defense is different. It's so confusing. It's just absolute beauty right now. So yeah, they got a lot of talent. I mean, the Vikings are still gonna be down a couple guys, but Jefferson's there. So and just wait till this team gets Hawkinson and Addison back. It's gonna be pretty unstoppable. So they got probably the best offensive line in football too right now. So yeah, I'm gonna go Vikings whip up on the old pack. 31 to 20. There you go.
this game is in Lambeau Field, but I don't think Jordan Love we'll be playing, so Vikings are gonna get this one here. Sam
Right.
Darnold and Viking fans just about lost it all last week when he fell down and clenching that knee. They were
About to
already
call a
saying, "Oh
Pasternak.
gosh, Kirk Cousins all over again." But he came back, and as long as that offense, the defense is cooking, I don't think Malik Willis can get another manageable game against this defense. So, unless Jordan Love has some speedy recovery here, Vikings.
I got the Packers. I've not heard. Last I heard that Jordan Love was questionable to start.
They'd be smart to not start him.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I
He's
don't
gonna get destroyed.
He
if-
was limited in practice
yeah.
today.
Save him for a weaker opponent to start again.
say before we were caught. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who's going to be our quarterback. Like if it's Jordan Love, if it's Malik. But hey, you know what? I'm feeling good either way. I'm feeling good either way. Malik played well. This is going to be a dogfight. This isn't going to be the Vikings are going to get up 20 points or whatever. No, I think this is really going to come down to whoever has the last possession, who's going to drive him down to the field. And you know what? I was initially thinking 7 points, but I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to say it's going to be by 3. I think it's going to be a field goal is going to decide this. It's going to be a good game. So yeah, got to give Travis's Vikings credit. They have been balling out. I think they're the team to beat in the NFC right now. I really do. With San Francisco falling last week to the Rams
Mhm.
in just an embarrassing fashion. Even though Brock Purdy's balling out with like, I don't know how many yards, but I think he has the most yards in the NFL right now. But yeah, that's I think the Vikings aren't gonna be able to edge this one out. I just got faith in my Packers. They're gonna do it. It's gonna be a good one though.
Yeah, Malik Willis has proved everybody wrong. He was trash with the Titans, and he is pretty good with the Packers. They've been moving the ball. They've got 2 good wins, one against the Colts, and I forgot who you guys beat last week. I can't remember.
Or was it Titans? Or no?
Colts and Titans.
Yeah, it's Titans at Tennessee. Yeah,
Titans.
yeah, but sorry, Nate. Going Travis's Vikings.
Yeah,
Just-
they're a class
Yeah.
above.
Sam Darnold is playing like his draft status, number 2 pick. Or was he number 3?
3.
Number 3. Yeah, he's playing like he's finally that year as a backup helped his career
Yo,
because
And-
he was trashed with the Jets, then he went to the Panthers under
No.
Dave Tupler.
he
The
was,
worst
he
owner
was in 2 awful situations as a starter.
He was.
So, and now he's got probably the best head coach in the league, and Kevin O'Connell,
And the best wide
quarterback
receiver.
whisperer. Yeah, and he's got
And
all the
best-
tools. He's got an amazing line. He's got weapons. He's got time to throw. He can make decisions.
If
So,
somebody says Justin Jefferson is not the best wide receiver in the league, they don't watch football because he is a dog.
yeah, he's
He's
amazing.
very good.
Except for he had 2 stupid drops last game that were uncharacteristic. But the man runs routes like amazing. So, and he's got great hands. He's not the fastest wide receiver, but he's sneakily fast. He's upper end though, and he can jump like crazy. Dude just knows how to find seams and find pockets in the defense too.
And then, sorry, I did forget one noon game. It's another arch divisional rival, Falcons and Saints. I forgot.
Yeah, you did.
This game is meaningless.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Falcons at home. So these teams are both pretty decent, not great. I don't know. I mean, New Orleans is kind of looked great until last week, but it's gonna be a dog fight between these two and Tampa for that South crown though. But I don't know. I'm gonna go with Kirk just because I hate the Saints, and they're at home. So, and I'll give my boy Kirk, benefit of the doubt. So I'm gonna just go Atlanta wins this by 6, 26-20.
You said this is in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is after the biggest game in Atlanta Super Bowl history. Arthur Blank officially
Put himself in
out-
the ring of honor.
handed out free hot dogs and
Yeah.
chips for his
Yeah.
induction to
Yep.
fans.
Yep.
So you're welcome, America. No Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna
Close on
Captain
Sundays
Kirk
too.
On
is
Sunday.
gonna get the win here. They're gonna take over New Orleans and Cars and have hopefully a bounce back game, but yeah, I just think Atlanta's gonna win this game. Bijan Robinson needs to do more than less than 3 yards a carry. Sheesh.
Yeah, it was brutal.
Yeah, Atlanta's line's getting beat up. So the guys are gonna run the ball and spread that love out to those receivers. So I'm taking Falcons here.
I got the Falcons as well. I also need the Falcons to do well for my fantasy team's sake. So there you go. I got the Falcons by 3.
Yeah, Falcons. It's at Mercedes-Benz in Atlanta. They could have won against the Chiefs on Sunday night.
Yeah, they should have.
I mean, their other 2 games weren't pretty. They got 1 win, 1 loss, and they're now 1-2.
Yeah.
When the Falcons and Saints play, the home team usually wins, and I'm just gonna
Yeah.
go with the Falcons.
Yeah, Saints will probably win in New Orleans. They'll split.
All right, and then that's it for noon. The next game is at 3 o'clock, and both teams are 1-2. One team is better than their record, in my opinion, which is the Cardinals versus Washington Commanders. I can't show their helmet because this
Yeah,
is
you
the
can.
old
That's-
helmet.
that's
I can't
That's
show
the correct logo, though.
It is the correct logo,
That's the
but
correct
the
logo.
NFL outlawed it.
Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna go with Redskins win this one.
Whoa.
Yeah.
NFL's
I
not
like
gonna
I
crack
like
the
Jane
door.
I like Jane Daniels. I told you I told you before the draft, Will said he'll be the best one that starts this year. I said that before preseason too. McCarthy will be the best overall, but Jaden will be number 2. So
McCarthy's not even gonna play.
next
He's
year,
done.
He's
next
done.
year-
Sam
Darnold forever.
Sam Darnold, nigga.
No. Wait till you
Yep.
see McCarthy in this offense. With
Are they
McCarthy,
gonna
McCarthy
pull-
can run a little. Sam
Are the
can't run
Vikings
hardly at
gonna
all.
are the Vikings gonna do like what they did with Case Keenum?
What?
Hey,
No.
thanks for your service. We're getting Kirk Cousins.
Oh yeah. Basically, that's what's gonna happen.
Didn't lose again. Yep.
Yeah, someone
sounds
will
about right.
overpay Sam Darnold, and he won't be the same because he won't be in the Minnesota, Miracle Magic team. Anyway, I'm going with Jane Daniels. All right, I'm going with him to run all over these Cardinals. Cardinals are a little better than they are than their record. I do give you that. They could have won that game against the Lions last week, but they just didn't have it in them. Couldn't. Lions defense was playing pretty good. But yeah, I'm gonna just go. Jane Daniels is gonna run all over them. So this weekend, do some magic things. They'll get a Scary Terry involved. They'll get a little Brian Robinson. I'm gonna go pretty high scoring game though. So I'm gonna go 34-31 Redskins. Let's go.
Yeah, these quarterbacks are gonna duke it out. Probably the best matchups. Kyler Murray and so yeah, it just looks like it's gonna be a good game. But I just think the Cardinals are gonna edge it out here over Daniels and the Commanders. So the good game though.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great game. But I got I got Washington. It's funny because I think I put Dallas winning that division, and now I'm thinking Washington's gonna win that division.
I think it's between Washington and the Eagles still.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, unless Washington just falls apart. I think right now they're the unanimous pick to win right now. But I got Washington win this game by 7.
They're the 2023 Texans.
Cardinals have been playing well, very well, a lot better than their record. And it's at the Phoenix Dome. I think this will be a very underrated game that nobody's gonna talk about because there's a certain team that plays at 3 o'clock that the NFL loves, and this game is just gonna be pushed back. Nobody cares. But this might be a really good game. I'll tune into it a little bit. But yeah, Cardinals. And then the next 3 o'clock game is a historic. 2 teams are playing each other. 2 historic teams. The 49ers and the Patriots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. 49ers gonna blow this one out. Come back for revenge on the Patriots. The Patriots aren't good. They're traveling all the way across country to the West Coast. And we know how that happens. And with trash teams, we know how that happens too. So Kittle might be back, I heard. There's a possibility he plays this week. Which will help. Yeah. Juwan Jennings, I knew that was gonna happen. Called it. But yeah, this is gonna be 34-13. San Francisco with the blowout.
Yep, Brock Purdy should take care of business in this one. New England has nothing really on offense going for them. So yeah, blowout. Brock Purdy will continue to ask those questions about if he's the next $60 million quarterback.
He is.
Yeah, without a doubt. I got the 49ers win this by 17 plus. I mean, they're just gonna ball out. Brock Purdy's gonna have 400 plus yards, 4 touchdowns. He's just gonna go absolutely bananas on this Patriot defense.
Want to go 49ers as well. Brandon Ayuk has been very disappointing. He couldn't get traded to the Patriots, but he decided he stayed. Same exact year, same exact money, same exact contract. And I watched the Patriots-Jets game last week. Jacoby Brissett did not have a good game. He only has 1 touchdown pass in 3 games. And they put in Drake May for like the final 3 minutes of the game, and he looked lost.
Yeah.
And I think the Patriots are gonna play Drake May sooner than they should.
Yeah.
They're not going to play him. He won't start.
He will eventually this year.
He will eventually this year, I think.
Yeah.
He shouldn't. He is not ready. But he
No.
will play because the Patriots are going nowhere.
Yeah.
And
Well-
I mean, Belichick got you 6 Super Bowls, and I think Kraft wants more. I mean, who doesn't want more? But you got to be realistic here.
Yeah, I think May's the starter by week 10.
Next 3 o'clock game is a battle of 1 and 2 teams. If somebody loses, they will hit the panic button. Both teams lost. Both teams lost to trashy teams on Sunday, and both teams are home. But Browns and Raiders.
Yep. 1 really bad team in the Raiders, 1 mediocre team in Cleveland. Cleveland's a quarterback away from being a good team.
They do have a quarterback.
No, they don't. They have a
Sex offender.
walking sex offender.
Yeah,
That's a quarterback. No, they're a trash team, Cleveland, right now. But I'm still gonna pick them to beat the Raiders. It's gonna be a silly game. So I'm gonna go 19-16 Cleveland over the Raiders. Missed field goal by the Raiders to tie it at the end. Shank a 52-yarder, Will.
Happens.
Yeah. It's all right. I can't. Yeah, I'm not kicking the field goal. You can't blame me.
Yeah, this game is gonna be a toss-up. I don't know. Can the Raiders actually run the football? My goodness, they can't do anything. Now they got problems. Coach is saying they're not doing anything right. We might be seeing O'Connell back out there. So who knows what's gonna happen. But Deshaun Watson's gonna do something. I don't know if he's gonna do it on the field or off, but it'll be a Browns win.
No, I got the Raiders. I just cannot root against the Brown. I cannot root for the Browns. I got the Raiders winning this by 3.
You used to love the Browns, Nate.
Yeah, and then they got that one asshole. But
Deshaun Watson.
I just can't. I agree. I used to like the Browns. I mean, yes, they got everything else doing good, but yeah, I just can't root against. I just can't root for them. I got the Raiders by 3. Do your Raiders better not let me down? Your
You
Raiders.
knew who I'm taking.
Well, of
I gotta
course you
take.
did.
I gotta take Raiders.
You better be taking the Raiders.
We're gonna win. It's in Vegas, and that Panthers game was a wake up call for us. We need to quit acting like big babies and start playing football. And Max Crosby, that guy is a dog. And we will have 75 yards rushing in this game.
What is that? Season high for you guys?
Yeah. And
Might be just-
Deshaun Watson, I don't think he's thrown 200 yards in a game this year. And he was complaining about being a running back, some running back thing or whatever. Yeah, the Browns are just not that good right now, but
Browns
You-
defense is still pretty good. Just their
If-
offense sucks.
if the Browns win, you guys will be trolling the heck out of me.
Browns defense will carry this one. They'll get one touchdown on defense. And a
Maybe.
bunch of field goals from the old Brownies.
All right. And then the final 3 o'clock game is the NFL's favorite game of the week. Once again. It is in Los Angeles, California. With the NFL's third favorite team, the Chargers, versus the NFL's first favorite team, the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Arch division rivals
Yep.
in the AFC West.
Yep. I'm gonna surprise you guys. We'll go with the Chargers. All right, guys. I'm gonna go with the old Jimmy Harbaugh. Jimmy Harbaugh is gonna hook up something fierce against the old Chiffies. He's gonna kidnap all the refs and replace them with all his cousins, and the old Chargers gonna find some way to win. All right, I got on the road. Kansas City going on the road again. Division game. Chargers is gonna come and play. Kansas City's been sneaking these wins out. I think they stumble right here. All right, so I'm gonna go the old Chargers 22-21. 1-point win. Let's go. Yep.
I know everybody hates to hear it, but the Chiefs, they just don't lose. It doesn't matter how bad they play. It doesn't matter if you say the refs helped them. Hey, Isaiah Lackley said it when he would have caught that ball in bounds, dude, we still have to go to
OT.
overtime. So,
Mhm.
I mean, even if Atlanta gets that pass interference call, still got 4 minutes left in the game. Mahomes, plenty of time. Come on. You know the narrative, guys. It happened in New England. It's happening right now in Kansas City. I don't even know if Herbert's going to be able to play this weekend. So, even though Chargers may have their better number of late, Travis Kelce's going to get his first touchdown, and the Chiefs will win.
Chargers backup quarterback Tyler Heineke.
That's right. It's the Tyler Heineke show. Okay, best world's greatest backup quarterback. All right, best Vikings practice squad player we've ever had. All right. Surprise. Isaiah or Lamar Jackson still thinks Isaiah Likely was inbounds, by the way.
Yeah, I got the Chiefs by 7. Unfortunately, you can't bet against the Chiefs. Got the refs helping them. They're gonna eke it out by 7.
I'm gonna go Chargers. I wouldn't be surprised if the Chiefs won. I really wouldn't.
Well, of
Chargers
course.
are a run first team, built in the front 7 on defense.
Mhm.
They lost a lot of tackles, though.
They did lose Joe Alt.
Well, we'll see.
And Slater.
Oh, they did. Oh, wow.
Who needs linemen? All right. We got
It's
old Jimmy
They lost
Harbaugh.
both their tackles.
We got old Jimmy
Ouch.
Harbaugh drawing up the schemes.
But I'm gonna stick with my pick.
It's
I'm
good.
just tired of the Chiefs winning every game,
Yeah.
and eventually there has to come to an end.
They're gonna lose a couple games this year.
And it's a divisional game.
Yeah.
They'll split with the Raiders, split with the Chargers, and sweep the Broncos. But what year don't they do that?
Yep.
Last year.
Sweep the Oh, that is true. Russell Wilson did get a dub.
Yep.
All right, and then Sunday Night Football on NBC and Peacock. One team won their first game, finally, and another team is undefeated. The Bills and the Ravens in Baltimore.
Yeah, this is where you load up your money on old Buffalo because you're getting a hell of a deal with Baltimore being a 2.5-point favorite here. Baltimore, not the same Baltimore from last year. They're okay, but they got a lot of holes, and you can their defense is not what it was. You can run on them, you can throw on them. Buffalo will win this one pretty easily. They're really good. Josh Allen's really good this year. He's not making any mistakes. They can run the ball with Cook. They can throw to whoever. Doesn't matter who's in there. He just finds random people. So that defense is playing really good. So I'm gonna go with the old Buffalo wins this one to 30-23 in Baltimore. Cash those tickets.
Yeah, this is going to be Josh Allen, another MVP game. He's playing really good. Hasn't thrown any interceptions yet this season, which is very unnormal for him. So this to start this year. But the Ravens get their first win, blew out Big O.D. But yeah, they can run the ball. I mean, I'm going to start wondering whatever happened to Mark Andrews. I haven't seen him. Is he still there?
He's just washed. So
Okay.
Injuries have just taken a toll.
We'll find out if he's still around next week. So
Likely's just better.
stay tuned, America.
So Likely's just a better tight end right now.
Mark Andrews has 6 catches for 65 yards.
Yep.
Exactly.
He's lost a step.
Bills in this one.
Yeah, I got the Bills by 14. This is just gonna be a slaughter fest. Josh Allen's gonna tear it up.
Yeah, Bills. Hard to bet against Josh Allen right now. Guy has no number 1 wide receiver. Cooks run the ball good. They got a good offensive line. And the Ravens, why don't you run the ball every play with Derrick Henry? Why aren't you? That's what they paid him for. And I mean, this team's built on the run. They hardly run their backup, Justin Hill. Well, basically Lamar Jackson's their backup running back.
They just signed Hill to a long-term deal, I think.
Yeah. First game, Lamar Jackson stared down Isaiah Likely. Last 2 games, he stared down Zay Flowers. I've said it all along. I don't think Lamar Jackson's that good, but the NFL loves him.
Yep.
But yeah, Bills will win this one. And then there's 2 Monday night football games this week again.
Ugh.
Both games are rematches of last year. One game, this is the 3rd year in a row they've played. And they've played 3 years in a row. The 3-0 Old McDonald Had a Farm Seahawks versus the Motor City Kitty Cat Detroit Lions in
Yep.
Detroit.
It is in Detroit. Seattle's defense pretty good though this year. So offense, they got weapons for Geno. I don't think is Walker back this week or not? Are they running out?
Mhm.
I call him Chardonnay. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but
Is that the Sea Chickens running back?
yeah,
I'll look.
but it doesn't matter. I'm going with the Seahawks, man. Go 4-0. 4-0 Seahawks. They're getting done on the back of the defense. They're getting done on just getting they get a couple big plays out of their wide receivers every game. So Detroit's been kind of down this year, having a little come back to reality. So they could have lost that game against Arizona. They did enough to win though. Just kind of Laporta. I don't know. I don't think he might play, might not play. He's got low ankle sprain. Jared Goff just isn't looking. The running game isn't working as well as it did. I'm gonna go Seattle with a 23-20 win in Detroit. A little upset.
Yeah, Seattle's had this Detroit's number here the last couple meetings. But I mean, it's going to come down to for Detroit, Jared Goff protect the football. He's been a little uncharacteristic with his turnovers here, like in his LA Ram days, where he was having trouble with the ball, overthrowing receivers. I mean, Detroit's just got to get the run game going. And Geno, if he plays a clean game, Seattle should win. But I'm going to take Detroit by 3 in this one.
I've got Detroit by 7. Geez, I don't know. I guess I'd like to. It'd be nice. I'd like to see him have another good year. So I got the Lions by 7.
I'm gonna go Lions. It'll be a really good game. Lions need to run the ball more and throw less, I think, based on the running backs, Jabir Gibbs, David Montgomery.
Yep.
But when they do throw, they need to give the ball to Laporta more. He only has 8 catches.
Yeah, he's struggling with that ankle though. That's part of it.
Jamison Williams is finally catching on, as he was projected to be when he got drafted from Alabama. Mr. Blue Hair, Monroe St. Brown, top 5 receiver in the league. But yeah, the Old McDonald Seahawks, they're scrappy. They're 3-0. Nobody. Well, they did have some easy games. The
Yeah.
Patriots, the no quarterback Dolphins.
Hey,
Broncos.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
Broncos.
Broncos, yeah. But yeah, the Lions win this one, I think, this year. And then the last game is another rematch of last year.
nobody wants to watch this game.
The away, it's the away team won last year,
No.
and it's Titans at the Dolphins again, like it was last year.
Yeah. Titans are significantly worse than last year, though. They don't have Derrick Henry to rely on. Miami is also just not good. God, this is gonna be an awful game. I'll say the away team wins again. It's because Miami has no quarterback. Skylar Thompson is just trash.
I don't think he's playing.
Or whoever's playing. Is
I
it
don't know who
Huntley?
the quarterback
Or
is.
the Tyler Huntley or who the heck? I don't know.
He played their third string played like 1/4 of the Seahawks game last week. Tim Boyle.
Tim Boyle. Yeah, it's either him or Huntley, I guess, probably. So
Well, yeah,
they're
I keep forgetting they got Huntley, and what he
yeah,
sucks slow too.
yeah, they went and got him off the Ravens practice squad when Tua's head exploded. So I'm gonna go Tennessee. They got it's true. They got they got something there. I mean, Levis is serviceable in these kind of games. Tony Pollard's okay. DeAndre Hopkins showed signs of life last week. So I'll go Tennessee wins this one, but God, I'm gonna say this is like a 16-13 Tennessee win. Ugh.
Yeah, this is one of those games where scheduling and they wish they could flex a Monday night game.
Yeah.
So it's early, but they're going to be saying it pretty much on Tuesday. But yeah, this is maybe the Dolphins without Tua, they might be the worst team in the AFC. But then you have Tennessee, which can't do a dang thing. Sorry, Will, your Titans and your Mayo, you better go hide it in the cupboard because I don't know. Levis might just come in and grab it because he can't hold the football. So
My man started eating Walmart mayo. Great value
Great.
instead of his Hellman's. That's what happened.
But yeah, I might actually I mean because Dolphins are just they're awful without and Tyreek Hill is probably reconsidering getting out of the NFL or a year earlier now to start his film career. So too soon,
His
who
film
knows?
career, no one can understand what a word he says.
Career.
He doesn't need to act in this time.
Oh, his porn
he-
career?
No, that's what he said one day. I think it was on the
Oh,
Pack-
did he? Oh, starting to OnlyFans. There you go.
But I'm taking
Wouldn't doubt it. He's
Titans here in
head
a
case.
close one.
Yeah, good God. I bet he'll definitely be the fastest one in that film. But
Yeah, race to the finish line.
Yeah, he's got so many kids.
Yeah.
they're probably yeah. He's probably going to stay in the NFL. He's probably not going to be able to leave the NFL.
Yeah, he's giving Antonio Cromartie a run for his money.
No, all jokes aside, I think the Dolphins eke this one out. Both these teams, unfortunately, both suck. It sucks because I mean, you gotta love Mike McDaniels. I mean, that guy's hilarious. But yeah, without having to and all that kind of stuff, yeah, I think the Dolphins are just gonna eke this out by 3 points. It's not gonna be pretty. And Tyreek Hill might only get me like 4 fantasy points, and it's gonna be sad. But it is what it is. So
Titans. I think Titans get their first dub. I've been picking them all year. I think they finally give it to me. Tim says no.
We're still waiting.
I know, fans.
Mhm.
But yeah, DeAndre Hopkins had a decent game. He's been hurt. I think him and Bill Levis are gonna start catching on like they did last year. Hope to see Calvin Ridley do something. Tyler Boyd. I mean, the Titans got receivers. They need to use them, utilize them. And I mean, if Tua was playing, this would be an easy win for the Dolphins. It really would.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, I think the Dolphins need to make a big splash move if they lose this game for a quarterback. Teams probably won't trade away their backup quarterback, but I think the Dolphins need to do something to get one of them. I mean, you got Ryan Tannehill. He can go back to the Dolphins. He's a free agent. Yeah, like I said, I don't think teams are gonna trade their backup quarterback away like once upon a time ago.
Yep.
But yeah, the Dolphins, they're just not that good.
no, unfortunately.
They squeaked out a week 1 win against the Jags. Got embarrassed by the Bills when Tua lost his head. and then they stunk against the Sea Chickens.
Yep. So, and for whoever's wondering, Tyreek has 10 kids. Antonio Cromartie has 14.
Oh, got it.
And Cromartie.
Jeez, jeez. But if you managed to make it through the entire episode from the bottom of my heart, I thank you and tune in next week for another action-packed week of picks.